Good evening, Moonbasers. This is another book review from Moonbase Central video. Tonight we're going to be looking at another vintage toy collecting book called Space Adventure Collectibles by T N Tumbush. This was first published in 1990. Amazingly, it's actually 1 year older than the book I reviewed the other day called Toys of the 60s by Bill Broigman. This has got colour covers, beautiful photographs, lots of different toys from many different decades, and unlike the Bill Broigman book, this doesn't just look at the 1960s. This goes right from the early days of sci-fi toy collecting right through to 1990 when it was published. So, to be classed as a space adventure, if I've understood this book correctly, it needs to have been a live action television or show or a film, and then it got included. Obviously it's an American book, so it's geared towards the American market. That means that lots of British and European space adventures and space soap operas aren't in here. Anyway, here we go, we'll have a look. This book's divided up into each particular show or film, and I'll kick off with, there's a nice introduction. I'll kick off with Aliens. It's an A to Z. It covers all the main original Alien trilogy merchandise. Here you've got the Alien Blaster game, which is quite a rare thing. I think it's by HG Toys. We'll just double check. Each photograph has got a number, and then you have to look up the number in the detail. There you go, A5150 Giant Blaster Target Set, HG Toys 1979. Quite a rare set now. It's also got the Kenner Alien A5110. Let's have a look at that one. 110 18-inch Alien Kenner 1979. These are price ranges, valuations at the time in 1990. That's $80 to $200. Mint in box. A fantastic looking toy. Obviously it was, we now know that it was withdrawn quite quickly because it scared the pants off probably the parents of kids rather than the kids themselves. There's a kid who's absolutely loving having it. I've never owned one of these things. I understand that they were available in discount shops at some point in the 1980s in Britain, but because I wasn't looking for these toys then, I didn't see it. This obviously has the clear dome, which I imagine is missing from quite a lot of these figures. Fantastic looking thing. H.R. Geiger's amazing Biomechanica design. So it's divided up into shows, as I said. This book, when I got it in when did I get it? Very early 90s, 1995. Just as I'd really got the bug for collecting, this book introduced me to the golden age of American fantasy and sci-fi collectibles. Here we've got Buck Rogers. There we've got the Buck Rogers 25th Century Electric Caster Set, which is like a small forge basically. Amazing toy. I think that's incredibly old. Just have a look. You've got to look up the number. B8340. B8340 casting set with Midget Junior Electric Caster Styles manual and extra 3-figure mold. 1934. 200 to 500. Oh no, 75 to $400. Box. 1934. That's just staggering, isn't it? Look at them all as well, these collectibles from Buck Rogers. It'd take you an entire lifetime of probably your entire lifetime's income to collect all this stuff. Amazing how much came out. Must be one of the biggest ranges of collectibles for any show, and so it goes on, page after page, more of it. I either envy or feel sad for Buck Rogers collectors, because there is just so much, and you get right through to modern stuff like the utility belt. There are some colour photographs. There's a few sections in this book to back up the comprehensive black and white listings. Here's a lovely section on Space Cadet, fabulous TV show. I've never seen it. There's Captain Video in here as well. A beautiful space rifle. That's probably for me the most iconic of all plastic space rifles. Beautiful looking design. So they have tried to chuck some colour photographs into this and increase its appeal. Here you've got a wonderful section which I loved. I'd never seen Space Patrol collectibles before. You've got uniforms again. You've got a beautiful looking red and yellow rifle there. You've got this atomic pistol, which I'm sure morphed later on into a Doctor Who pistol. You've got watches and napkins. Again, these early American space operas must be just utterly fantastic to try and track down these collectibles. You've got more modern stuff like Dune, Planet of the Apes. Unusually in this book you've got a Jerry Anderson production, but it was because it was popular in the States and was live action. You've got Space 1999, quite a lot of stuff. You've got the big adventure play set. You've got a fantastic looking orbiting eagle, all sorts of stuff, utility belts. Quite a good section actually. Lots and lots of detail. A lot on Star Trek, huge section in fact, as you'd expect from such a big show. Then you get another range of colour photographs. There is a huge Star Wars section, probably a third of the book. Bearing in mind it's 1990, it's not that long after the end of the original trilogy, so you know it's really quite detailed. Lots of colour photographs. A huge black and white section listing every collectible going, including all the figures. And then you've got a Star Trek section here as well in colour. Planet of the Apes section in colour. I love early Planet of the Apes toys. I really do think they're amazing. And then you've got Battlestar Galactica there. There's our mate Captain Laser from